You got what you wanted. Now it's time to do what's right.
Yeah. No.
They put a gun to your head.
Saul Goodman.
It's time to break down another Better Call Saul episode in order. This one is the conclusion to Chicanery and the start of a new chapter. And I've got 70 details you might not know in Season 3, Episode 6.
Off-brand.
The song we hear in the background is a clue we're back to the cartel storyline. There's Jose again, the real-life upholsterer they originally auditioned to be Nacho's dad. Last season they called him restaurant owner in the credits, but now they call him the manager. The coffee machine is new for this season. This was here last time, and I believe it was really on the wall of the restaurant in 2016 because registering online is a little bit of a stretch for a local kids camp in 2003. With Tuco in jail, Nacho has to do all the counting, lie detecting, and enforcing himself. In real life, this guy was a reformed gang member.
Sorry about the exit signs. I guess they couldn't kill those for you.
This is an illusion because this is a real restaurant and exit signs must be illuminated to a surface value of at least 5-foot candles. It's just not very bright. Although we don't see for motion picture use only, that $5 bill looks very fake. Nacho should know better.
I see you try to slip a fake into your weekly count.
This all looks quite good. Nacho's watch says it's 2:30 and it looks like Hector's says it's 1:45.
You're good?
See, Nacho. Don Hector.
This is a fake newspaper. I know this not because of the generic name or the generic headlines, but because this is a stock photo. If you didn't see him, the Tampico van tells us who's walking in.
Hola, Don Hector. Hey, Nacho.
Have a seat.
How's your dad? My father's gonna bring in his Corolla. His dog's toward the back seat. One of my guys, new kid, got spooked by a cruiser and ran.
Could it be Jesse? Probably not, but he would supposedly be 19 right now, and Crazy 8's old enough to call him a kid.
Dumped his stash in the gutter.
Let me finish.
Hector's newspaper keeps changing to a different page on its own.
You're light.
The guy's
Why didn't you make it up on your end?
I did, but I couldn't make it all up.
All right, make it up next week.
Thank you, Nacho. Don Hector.
Who works for who?
Too bad Jonathan Banks isn't around to tell him it's who works for whom. 29 seconds have passed since the door closed. Crazy 8 should have walked with more urgency.
No, I'm sorry!
All chicanery aside, Nacho's dad fixed his sign for this season. Nacho's clearly feeling guilt over what he did to Crazy 8. During this crescendo, they mixed in machine gun sounds. One could question if this was intentional or just caused by being distracted. Michael Mando didn't weigh in on that, but said this in an interview. They couldn't get this shot to work during the normal 8-day shoot, so Peter Gould had to direct this reshoot later. Originally, the needle wasn't coming out of the prosthetic skin, believably. Alright, now back to the conclusion of the Chicanery storyline.
Jimmy McGill helps an underserved and frankly overlooked segment of our community, the elderly.
What a noble pursuit.
There's Mrs. Strauss.
Gimme Jimmy.
And our first good look at Mr. Collins. We haven't met the others, but I did find this lady at Jimmy's bingo game.
Every one of them came here gladly in support of their lawyer.
I like that these observers stuck around even though Howard didn't.
They had wills that accurately reflected their wishes for a price they could afford because Jimmy McGill cares about people. He's devoted the past 3 years of his life to his brother's welfare.
That's interesting because Jimmy passed the bar in 1998 and Chuck got divorced sometime between 1992 and 98, so it took a while for his symptoms to get to the point where Jimmy needed to help him, even though...
When these symptoms first started, it was shortly after you were divorced.
Yes.
Even supporting Charles's career by hand-making a mylar-lined suit jacket to spare his brother discomfort from exposure to electricity.
There's the stain where the clock was. They never put it back.
When he discovered Charles had used his love and his caring against him, Jimmy snapped. Wouldn't you?
This was a real company and phone number. They went out of business to the delight of many Yelpers.
Chuck?
Rebecca seems to be consistent with her 4 knocks. But she's from out of town, so she doesn't know that ABQ is a 5 or 7 knock town.
He is deeply sorry. Deeply. He's more than ready to face the consequences. However, the State Bar's claim of destruction of evidence did not happen.
Because 4 knocks didn't work, she escalates.
So now the question you must ask yourselves is this. Is the legal profession better with Jimmy McGill in it? I believe the answer is a resounding yes.
Oh, here's to 12 short months.
What Chuck feared is exactly what came true.
I'm not going to risk Jimmy getting, what, a year's suspension?
You got every detail exactly right. Call the Pope, because according to your summation, I ought to be a saint, me and Mother Teresa.
Saint Jimmy. Yeah, that's a nice ring to it.
Have you given any thought to what you're going to do for the next year?
The writers made a list of ideas. One was becoming a used car salesman.
Oh, slow down. That is tomorrow talk, counselor. Where are your notes? Let's spread them out and roll around on them, see what happens.
Okay, she's got it now. And there's the escalation.
Rebecca?
I was just at Chuck's and he won't answer the door.
This is the only episode directed by Keith Gordon, who's a prolific actor and director. Although not his biggest role, he appeared as young Joe in All That Jazz.
I was out there knocking for almost an hour.
Almost an hour? I wonder if she kept increasing the number of knocks each time.
I want you to come with me to get him to let us in.
No thanks.
You know, she's going to hate you when this is over.
Yep. I've already kicked my door in for the year.
You owe it to him.
I don't owe him squat.
Jimmy, exit.
Jimmy, you lied to me. This was never about helping Chuck.
I told you I had to defend myself and Chuck would need help afterwards, which he does.
You got what you wanted. Now it's time to do what's right.
I don't even know what that means. Yeah. No.
Cold-blooded.
He's still your brother.
Not anymore, he's not.
Chuck was right about you all along. He's mentally ill. What is your excuse? Enjoy your champagne.
Like the whole last episode, this aftermath is like the conclusion of the Kane Mutiny.
Well, well, well. The officers of the Kane in happy celebration. The case is over. You're all safe. Queeg was sick. He couldn't help himself. But you're real healthy. And for the rest of your life, you live with your conscience, if you have any.
Of course, we know that Jimmy really should be disbarred for the crimes that he really did commit. This presumably unintentional homage to Too Many Cooks was in the script, so you can thank writer Ann Cherkis.
Maddie used to make her Mickey Mouse pancakes on weekends. She didn't remember, but I think it made her happy. Now she wants daddy pancakes every weekend.
I believe she was also at Jimmy's bingo game. Just like in Breaking Bad, the group leader doesn't get a name other than group leader. You wanted him to sit. He sat.
That's good work, Stacey.
Thanks for coming. It means a lot.
Well, honey, if it makes you feel any better, I'm all for it.
Enough that you'd come again?
Don't push it, Stacey.
We'll see.
They sort of volunteered you for something.
What?
To help with a new playground. They need someone who knows how to pour concrete.
That's not really my department.
Sure it is, Pop. Pop. You built a carport when Maddie was a kid.
I did?
Yeah, he told me about it a bunch of times. Pop, the way he talked about you, it was like you hung the moon. Sorry, I can get you out of it. I just thought...
It's fine.
Chuck?
Once again, we get knock escalation.
Chuck, it's Howard. I'm not leaving, Chuck.
This scene was filmed on Patrick Fabian's birthday. You can see them celebrate it in an outtake at the end.
I don't want to wake up the neighbors, but I got all night.
He's like, I can't top an 11 knock, I'm just going to wait.
That is a 35-year-old McAllen.
This sounds wrong, but it isn't. The age refers to the time between production and bottling. The aging stops after that. For this release, apparently only 135 bottles were produced. The cask was filled in December 1966 and bottled in 2002.
I'm not going to tell you how much it cost.
Writer Ann Cherkis said it would have cost $3,000 at the time, although it's possible she's thinking of a different whiskey that was originally in the script. But Howard's is not real. The prop master used an old bottle filled with tea, and the show's construction department made the box to match McAllen's specifications.
But don't worry, it's coming out of my end.
He is not worried.
Jimmy was suspended for 12 months. This is a win, my friend. Jimmy's not going to be a lawyer for 1 year. And if he screws up, which we both know is likely, his PPD terminates. And that 1 year may turn into forever. You can keep looking backwards, stay focused on your brother, or you can go forward. Jimmy's just not worth it. Where would we be if, say, Clarence Darrow had devoted the best years of his life to supervising his ne'er-do-well relatives?
Clarence Darrow is considered by some to be the greatest lawyer of the 20th century.
You're not Clarence Darrow, Saul.
Clarence Darrow never had a client like you.
What do you say?
To new beginnings.
To new beginnings.
After filming this, Michael said, "Nice one, Patrick," and Patrick was over the moon because it was the first time he ever said anything like that to him.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine.
Kim, I'm good.
They stopped the battery with a piece of tape, and that was DP Marshall's idea. But it would roll back a little after hitting the spot, making it obvious that something stopped it. So they froze it in the final location with a visual effect. The Rayovac logo is not only too modern, but these high-energy batteries weren't introduced until 2012. Although this was not product placement, after this aired, Rayovac sent the show a big box of swag, which I think means a box of flashlights and batteries. He got a bubbler.
Get a good bubbler.
And fortunately not a plecostomus.
Francesca, it's go time.
Where do you want to start?
with the A's.
Since we're starting another montage, here's one I should have counted 2 episodes ago. Music is not a requirement.
Mrs. Adamson.
Hello, dear. Do you have a moment? One quick trip of the Earth around the sun, and I'll be back.
Here we learn that Jimmy has 55 clients. Although the list is missing
Mrs. Ahern.
It does look like they remembered to include all his named clients whom we actually met, although some parts are too hard to see.
Next.
Hold for Jimmy.
And how did he pass?
Did he at least die painlessly? To shreds, you say? Well, how is his wife holding up? To shreds, you say?
Bob improvised this grimace. He improvised some of the dialogue as well, such as the true cause of death revealed in a deleted scene.
When it's icy out, you gotta stay off balconies. Next!
In this shot, 1 through 7 are already crossed out, but right after we see Francesca cross out number 7.
Next!
Hold for Jimmy.
It's an agreement. It's an agreement that I came to with the Bar Association.
I don't know if Francesca's worried about losing her job and thinks it would be a good time to visit Hawaii, but reading travel magazines is a thing she often does.
Mr. Levine, can you hear me?
He's talking to Mr. Levine, but they're nowhere near the L's yet.
You stop talking and I'll talk. Next. Details will be in a letter. That's right, but don't worry about it. Next. Okay, bye-bye. Next.
Last one, Mr. Yelowitz.
Last one. Yes, Jimmy from TV. You watch it every day, huh? Were you the pilot of the B-29? 32 missions.
You'd think he would have mentioned this to Jimmy already, unless he became a client without seeing the commercial.
Francesca, get me KWBV. Get me somebody who can pull a commercial. Stat.
This is still on the soundstage, but they digitally added footage of a real sky. But the moon they chose isn't realistic for the timeline.
I almost let one of my ads run today.
Can't do that.
9 airings left. I'm out $4,000. This pile of garbage explicitly states I'm not allowed to resell.
So what do you want to do about Francesca?
You want to fire Francesca?
I don't need her for more than filing and getting coffee, and I can do that myself. While we're on the subject, we need to talk about the overhead on this place.
No, Kim, no! We didn't go through all this just to give up everything after 1 day of suspension.
It's an office. 4 walls and a door.
It's just 4 walls and a roof.
As far as I'm concerned, nothing's changed.
You still want to cook?
What's changed, Jesse?
How are you going to pay for it?
The day I don't show up with my half, that's the day we'll talk about closing this place.
That's fair.
Not really, but whatever.
You'll see. Look at the two of you. You belong on TV.
Nobody wants fluorescent bowling ball carpet. The price went from $6.99 a yard, I think, to $3.99, then $1.99 to just 66 cents. It really was there at the real-life store, but maybe part of the choice to film it was to give another nod to the Big Lebowski. They originally had a smaller location that looks more like a place that a normal person would buy rugs, but lost the ability to film there.
Our all-inclusive premium package, that's going to be the best bang for your buck. Well, it falls under my premium services package. We'll shoot 9 commercials for $4,900, and that includes the 9 airings free.
The airtime's free because
I'm not allowed to resell.
It does sound like a good deal.
It does. It's a lot of money.
That's why we have our toe in the water package. 1 commercial, flat rate, $849.95.
It's so funny that he wouldn't just make it $850.
Beauty part again, free airtime.
That's so much more reasonable than the premium package. What small business would get started with 9 different commercials?
We'll think about it.
When do you think you might decide?
Maybe next week.
Yeah. I was talking about a much shorter window.
How short?
We would have you on the air by 3:20 this afternoon. I can get started on that defense strategy of ours this very afternoon.
You're going to shoot a commercial in the next 2.5 hours.
There's editing and mixing, coloring, layback. It's a whole McGilly you don't want to know.
Maybe Saul's starting to bubble to the surface.
We would need to be shooting in the next 15 minutes.
They're not convinced, but he has a long history of making great ads.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present new ad campaigns. Watch. We went to a real Ding Dong Burgers to ask real Ding Dong Burger eaters what they think of the new Ding Dong King Kong Sing Song Burger.
This little motherfucker's tasty. Told you fucking ass.
Ding Dong Burgers, a Globochem company.
Take it from me. I love you.
This is their real name and sign, and yes, the L was really missing already. This sign is also real, and that was the real number. It doesn't count for the callable number counter, as that's for show-created numbers.
Everybody get in the car.
They kept bringing back the film crew because they liked them so much, like what happened with Crazy 8, Jesse, Ernie, Hector, Bill, Irene, and Captain Bauer. This mic collapses, so sticking it out the window is unnecessary, but funny.
How do I find somebody who needs a commercial and can afford one?
You could make a commercial.
Have you not been listening? That's what I've been trying. Oh, right.
Editor Kelly Dixon noticed there was a too modern Jack in the Box logo in this shot, so they digitally replaced it with an era-appropriate logo. As they pull in, the dish shadows go straight back, but with the camera angle change, the shadows now are more at like a 45-degree angle.
Jimmy McGill's the name. Advertising
Camera
is...
ready. Insurance is my game. Larry is my name.
I can't do this.
Sure you can.
No. We're totally off-brand here. I'm Jimmy McGill, a lawyer you can trust, and I can't suddenly turn into commercial guy. Say the words.
For a limited time, we'll shoot your commercial today and have it on air tomorrow.
I thought you were like president of the drama club or something.
I'm treasurer.
They're filming this in December and it's very cold, so they digitally removed some breath. Although it feels like they could have left it in since this is supposed to be February.
You, go.
We could,
Cut, maybe next time. Woof.
Are we gonna do this or not? Because either way, I'm getting my $100.
I'll have to carl off this thing.
That's the famous actor whose makeup transformed him into the monster in several Frankenstein movies. And it won't be the last Frankenstein-related reference. Maybe he should have said we'll have to pierce this thing, as Jack Pierce is the makeup artist, but nobody would get that reference. The chicken farm is all digital. As you might recall from my Breaking Bad videos, it all got torn down during Breaking Bad Season 4. The second truck was also digitally added. This montage was shot to be a time-lapse, but Kelly ended up fading between normal speed clips instead. Twice, they filmed for 40 straight minutes while unloading the truck. Once was on location and once was on a set with this truck they built with no top. This sequence and even the music intentionally echoes Kafka-esque. This helps prevent dogs from detecting the drugs, although I'm not sure what it is. Sand? Chili pea? Coffee grounds?
There's coffee on top.
There's a theory that it's iron oxide, so the compartment won't look hollow when the truck is x-rayed.
You have a scale?
Take your pick. Forgot how to count? You get 5.
Don Hector gets 6.
Victor's finger goes off the trigger as the camera angle changes.
He's expecting 6.
He's trying to take 6. We only owe him 5.
Give it to him.
Sure.
Do it. Give it to him.
Now that looks familiar. Yep, it's the site of the Super Lab. Costume designer Jennifer Bryan was thinking of Gus's face-off coat when she selected this one, although she said this is more of a shadow plaid. That real estate banner is all digital because they felt it was too windy for a real one. And the fake company is named after our good friend Trina Siopi from the props department. She's the Andrea stuntwoman, necklace dropper, cigarette swapper, crossword filler, pistachio supplier, and the other best laser pointer holder west of the Mississippi. Lydia.
What?
It could work.
An industrial laundry would be one hell of a place to hide a meth lab.
Laura Fraser flew in from Scotland for this one little scene.
Okay then.
It's funny to think how this is the first time we've seen them together in the Breaking Bad universe. There's Marie's car, not intentional as they blocked out the license plate. Here Chuck passes her and Bert's Tiki Lounge before the chemo theater, but after walking past the theater, he's once again by the Tiki Lounge and her car. And way back there is a way too modern Jeep Renegade. Peter chose the Bunny Lake is Missing movie here because the title stuck with him since he was a child, wondering how a lake could go missing. This feels like a side of Albuquerque we haven't seen, but this is the same street from this time-lapse from the Moss episode of Breaking Bad, less than 2 blocks away. And Combo was outside Bert's Tiki Lounge in Breakage. Speaking of breakage, here's an important follow-up to my 38 snub video. This guy is the mysterious extra in Breaking Bad Season 4 that everyone thinks is Bryan Cranston and I thought might be Dean Norris. This was pointed out to me by his grandchild and it checks out. This street is not very bright in real life, but they pushed the Vericam to 10,000 ISO and also added some pizzazz in post. It's very hard to hear with the music, but they added a zap sound each time he presses a button.
May I speak with Dr. Lara Cruz, please? I need to see Dr. Cruz as soon as possible.
Chuck seems to be taking Howard's advice and thinking toward the future by getting help.
What is it? Did he piss himself?
Or poop himself?
One of the guys put a gun to my head.
They put a gun to your head?
It's no big deal.
Speak for yourself.
Leonel?
Go outside, see what he found out. So, your father, where does he get his upholstery?
Those bottles just rotated.
Jalisco.
I want a new way to get my stuff over the border.
But the chicken man...
Temporary.
The green bottle rotated yet again.
My father is a simple man.
Don't worry, I take good care of Papi. He make money a lot more than with his little sewing machine.
Tuco knifed the guy.
We kind of knew this would happen.
We're pretty sure he knifed a Mexican national in 03.
What? All he had to do was 6 months. He'd be in there forever.
We know he'll be out of prison in 5.5 years when we get to his Breaking Bad appearance. We saw Hector take these pills last season. Those pills work fast.
You talk to your father.
Hector, exit.
And, don't wear stripes, because you'll moray.
The moray effect, named after this fabric, is an interference pattern like this. On TV, certain patterns trigger this due to interlace scanning. You can easily trigger this with a digital video of a TV screen, with the TV producing horizontal scan lines and the camera producing out of sync horizontal scan lines. Someone should tell Jimmy that I see it on his suit when editing this video. It might seem hard to believe, but this is our first time seeing this part of Kim's apartment. It's a brand new set.
What was all that?
I'm unloading that ad time. They pay me to make a commercial. I throw in the airtime for free.
Smart.
I spent most of the day going door to door. Then it came to me, I'm selling advertising, why not advertise?
It came to you. I think you're forgetting something.
You could make a commercial.
That reminds me of...
Word has come down. Word has come down.
You made a commercial for commercials today.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
They're drinking Shinerbach, which also appeared in Breaking Bad.
I got your Shinerbach.
It's not my best work. It's very last minute.
Now you're getting shy. Come on.
They only had an hour and a half to shoot this commercial because the rest of the time on location was for the scene.
What's that I see? Albuquerque's next TV star? It's you, small business owner. Thought television advertising was too expensive for you? Well, you better think again. You can't afford not to be on TV.
Now for the most hidden detail of all. He's wearing Sherry's sunglasses. Vince loves the tower coming out of Jimmy's head. He thinks it either speaks to camera guy being bad at his job or perhaps being passive-aggressive with an intentionally bad shot.
You're a triple threat. Great services, great products, and most of all, that face. You're a star. Bam! You belong on TV. I can have you on the air tomorrow.
You can hear wheels along the pavement for another improvised dolly shot.
You heard me right. Tomorrow.
Although it's unclear what they would have used for this.
Better get ready to be famous, Albuquerque. I can make you a TV star for a price you can afford. Call me, Saul Goodman. The world needs to know about you and your business. Call me now.
Yes, there is a counter for every time Saul says his name, which only activated once.
Saul.
Although I didn't count the 5 Sauls we heard at the beginning of the series, so I'll do that now.
Saul.
This is the first time we've heard it in the main timeline, though. It makes sense, but Jimmy has the same phone number we saw on the billboard in Season 1. And it is callable, but the message was updated for a later season, so still don't call it if you haven't finished the series. This does not bump up the counter because it's only for distinct numbers.
The guy at the station said he's never seen so many star wipes in a row.
We star wipe to a glamour shot of Flanders.
There are other wipes besides star wipes.
Why eat hamburger when you can have steak?
I'm taking my name off this thing.
Kelly Dixon said it only took about 20 minutes to edit the commercial, although that's without the graphics and star wipes done in a separate VFX pass. They shot a lot of different variations for how disturbed Kim was. With the take they used, we can't tell what she's feeling.
Saul Goodman.
It's a bit surreal to hear Kim utter his name.
That guy has a lot of energy.
Although Jimmy turning into Saul is meant to be tragic, this is an exciting milestone for the series and a completely unexpected way for Jimmy to turn into Saul.
It's just a name.
Huh.
I have a habit of making commercials like Jimmy, so here's a quick one. What's that I see? Better Watch TV's next subscriber? It's you, viewer who hasn't subscribed yet. Thought subscribing was too expensive for you? Well, you better think again. You can't afford not to subscribe. Look at you, you're a triple threat. Great taste, great name, and most of all, that profile picture, you're a star. Just click that subscribe button and bam, it's free. And it gets better. If enough new people subscribe, I won't bother you again for a long time. The last time I did this was a year ago. Better get ready, Albuquerque, and the UK, Canada, Germany, and your specific location. Subscribe to me.
Better Watch TV.
The world needs to know about hidden details. Subscribe now.
Take it from me. I love you.
This episode could have been called All for Nothing. All of Chuck's efforts to get Jimmy disbarred didn't work. Hector's scheme to give Tuco a shorter prison sentence didn't work. And despite Nacho's scheme to separate from the Salamancas, he's now more entangled than ever. This episode had 3 great Hector sounds.
What?
Congratulations and thanks to the new 1-year members. Mikram W, Snores, Sasha, Caleb Lurt, Avery S, Tacton, Nils 1, Josh's Yo Mama, Port SDG, Red Sphinx 113, Jason Thornton, Doggus, Mr. Labayo, Dripples, Pokepug, Dushiyaya, Nywarin, Sean Younce, Thunderhammer, Zach, Shotzi, Meg Bravo, Skelly, Bob Mojo, Script, Alari, Crumcho, Servant, Eric the Story Guy, Buong, Totally Pants, Gato Tonto, Engulfer and Golferson, Macro Bunker, Jimmy Mullen, Landon Rakestraw, Calidus Penguino, Callum Ryan, Dilltube, Amelia, Mr. Cookies, Krebstek, Dromnol, Nicholas VIP 121, Link D, Doc Banks, Tillicum, Pasta Bloke, Plopball, Six Dogs, Emerson TV, Phil Malur, Gami Wami, Justin Cage, Keithius Maximus, Kadir Yavuz, Kurt, Born Annoying, Nemo, Songana, Onsku, Cardinal, Hector Gonzalez, Waterlemon, Catnip, Lesson Met, Batuhan Aslan, Zombie Green, Oscar Fry, Gregory Hatch, Evora, Oxy FC, Surf, Ibrahim Conver, Dave T1, Kickin' Hobo, Better Watch What I Watch When I Watch Better Watch TV, Nucci, and Dydrino. I'd like to fix my pronunciation of Silver Sophie, VosXO, Electro Mika, and Penelope SA. Congrats and thanks to the new
6-month members!
Amarouse, Dexter Dishner, Brunoberg, Yomi FGC, Amar, Peta62, Hignazio, Danny, Ovo, Dekekyafyafyab, Chickachikbnims, Yuna with a Smile, Millie7119, 158 Podcast, Dapper Husky, Tristan Ventura, Classy, SS Melody, Dante X, Joey Guevara, Will Polford, Midnight Toker, Daggerfall, Watch Tex PL, Giled Hudson Selnicker, Jaden, Jonathan Lawrence, Kofi, Ramiz Unal, Daniel Therion, John McDonald, Robbo, Highball, Jack Rennie, The Dabbler, Gordo, Bay Execute, Muffin, Matthias German Acosta, Toot, Ivy, Maxim Mayer, The Grand Wazoo, Starling Song, Leo, Jolene, Zerg Rachetti, Mantis Toboggan, DeHurto, Shantu Cool, Joey T Does Things, Jonicus 326, Ricardo Sensi Fabrice, Pajun Pajuk, Updating Zero, Admiral Jacrispy, Litza, Arctic Fleshfods, Enelaps, Mr. McPillow, Dumdor, Ingsletten Ulvund, Rack, Anthrax Plus, Slade Dixon, Gamebuster 800, Not Me, Harry S, Fresh, Yasha, Undead Zebra, Can, Yosakira, Piecha 15, Carson Complains, You're Not Complaining, You're Observing, Kevin and Loren, William Lucas, Church, Othi, Polobotki, Darren, Chilbro Baggins, Lolly Holly 99, Hiccup 3311, Spontman, Oceanity, Ethan Clark, Lantier, Frenapates, Wizard Elf, Mikal Kuz, Galaxy's Worst Bounty Hunter, Scary Chainsaws, and Spotted Stars. Next time, Jimmy visits a malpractice insurance agent.
Mr. Levine, can you hear me? Walk into the next room and shut the door. And how did he pass? Well, yeah, when it's icy out, you gotta stay off balconies. I'm gonna send you a drawing of a fish that I just made. That'll make you feel better. You stop talking and I'll talk. Next, you're playing long distance bingo? Sorry. No, I'm not CIA. If I was, would I be shouting? Of course not. No, we'd keep it quiet. Your hearing aid, can you turn it up, sir? No? The battery's dead? Oh, well then why don't you replace the All right, I'll just shout then. I don't know where those sounds are coming from, sir. You'll have to check. Do you have Kleenex near you? Can someone get you Kleenex? Okay, well, just use your sleeve then. You don't have any. Do you have a sock? Francesca, can you stay with her while she cries? Yeah, well, I don't think radiation can go through walls. No, keep your windows shut. Bye-bye. Do I look like him? I do? How about this? I'll send you a picture of me, and that's way you can remember me. Francesca, send a picture of me to Mrs. Callahan.